Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. Right, it's Tuesday today. It's Tuesday. I forget what day of the week it is. The Quarantine Chronicles. Just kidding. That's not what we're gonna talk about today. I'm not gonna talk about quarantine and coronavirus today. There's actually so many different things I want to talk to you about today, but I think I'm gonna talk about friends today. And this is a fun topic. Everybody has friends. Well, I hope everybody has friends. But so friends is an interesting topic that I want to talk about. You know, friends are so important. And that's something that I'm just finally realizing now at 29. I think as we get older, especially for girls, it's so important for us to get married and have a relationship and have kids and do all that. Again, it's all media and social standards, whatever all that talk. But it's so important to have good friends in your life. And after my last relationship, or not really sure what it was, whatever it was, I realized how important it really is to have good friendships and to not lean on relationships. I'm not saying that you can't have a close bond and do everything with your significant other, but it is really important to have good friends in your life. I'm not saying I didn't have good friends before. I do have a couple of really great friends, but the thing with friends is to have a good friend, you have to be a good friend. So, and again, that's just a relationship anyway. But friendship is a relationship. That's what it is. And I have to say, for the first time in my entire life, I feel very connected to the friends that I have. Friends are tricky because, it's a give and take, but energy doesn't lie. When you feel like someone is, especially for girls, this is hard for us, if someone's being jealous or envious or whatever towards you, you can kind of sense that. Especially for me, I sense energy. We'll talk about that on another video. We'll talk about being an empath and sensing energy. It's just I've always had the wrong friends, quote unquote, which again comes from, that's a part of me not coming from a place of love and kind of attracting those certain type of friendships. And I don't have any ill will against people that I'm not friends with. That goes for girls and guys. Again, as a healed person, I wish them all light and love on their journey. But I don't really want people back from my past, really. I've reconnected with a lot of old friends, but people that we parted ways and extreme measures with fights or whatever it may be that we just decided not to talk anymore, it's kind of I just don't want those friends back in my life. And I hope that doesn't come off wrong. I actually had a friend of mine who was my best friend for probably about 4 years, probably the only person that I hung out with too. She never liked to hang out with other people. She reached out to me a little over a week ago and I didn't really know how to respond. We haven't spoken in, I don't know, maybe 4 years. So to me, as a spiritual person now and have love for everybody and friendship, I had to think on it. I had to meditate on it. I had to think about it for a few days. I really had to let it sit, because this person just put me through so much anxiety and havoc. And not that they were a bad friend to me, they weren't doing it on purpose. It was just too much, where we just had to go our separate ways. It just was not working out. And again, we attract people at certain times, and we attract people that we kind of both need healing on different levels. And that's the problem with friends too. A lot of girls are very catty with each other. I'm not saying that she was, but a lot of my other friends that I had were just negative to be around, just their energy. Just had to walk on eggshells with things you said or did. It's just, now if it doesn't flow, I just don't want to hang out with those people. And I think that's being a good person and a healed person and a good friend is creating healthy boundaries. If you tell a friend, you get all ready, you get dressed up, and you tell them, I'm just for me, I'm not feeling it. I feel like it's it's not the right time to go out, a friend should actually understand that. They shouldn't be like, well, F you, you're a bad friend, goodbye. No, friends understand like healthy boundaries. Friends understand that, yes, sometimes you can't make it to their birthday. Sometimes you can't make it to that going away party. Because again, when you're doing that and running and jumping, you're really like not showing yourself love. If that's not something that you want to do or it just doesn't work for you that day. Friends really do understand. And that's why I love my friends now. We're very understanding. Like, you don't have to apologize a million times for just, I'm sorry I couldn't get together. It's okay. Like, when the energy is real, you don't have to like feel that stress, that like tension on the friendship, that you're like trying to do things to please that person. That's not how it should be. And I've had friends too in the past, which a lot of these people I've gotten rid of, and we've just parted our ways. I was always driving to them. I always had to make the plans. I always had to do this. I always felt like I was running and jumping in like every direction, going through hoops. And it's like, some of these people had never even been to my house in 8 years, 10 years of friendship, or seen my dog, or met my mom. It's just like crazy shit. Like, it's weird to think that. I went away to college. College, it was easy. We all lived 5 minutes down the road from each other. We all always hung out. We did all that. And as you get older and people go their separate ways, it is really hard. And people start to get married and have kids, and they have jobs, and they have different lives. But we really do make time for the people that we want in our life. I have a motto that there's priorities or excuses. And everyone and everything in your life is either a priority or an excuse. We're really only here for a short time. Like, don't you want to be around good people, that good energy, that make you feel loved, that make you feel appreciated, that do cute little things to go out of their way? And I finally have that, and it's so incredible. And it's weird to say that I feel closer sometimes to people that I've known for a month or I've hung out with maybe 2 or 3 times than people that I've known for 10 years and hung out hundreds and hundreds of times. And energy doesn't lie. People are always so worried, well, I've known them for this. It doesn't matter how long you've known someone. It doesn't matter how long you've dated someone. It doesn't matter how many times you've hung out with someone. It really does not matter. It really matters about the energy that they give you, the compassion, the love, that what they show you. And it is hard to decipher sometimes, like, who is a good friend and who isn't. And I'm not saying people don't make mistakes. People make mistakes all the time, and that's when a conscious, healthy relationship, you talk about it. Say, hey, I did this. I don't really appreciate this. It kind of made me sad. It made me feel this way. And a good friend will sit there and want to talk to you, want to talk it out. Someone that's not healed and in their right mind and that just doesn't really know what they're doing, they're asleep, will just lash out and attack you, and they won't really know what it's like to be in your shoes. And I've had that happen too. I've had a lot of horrible friendships. I've been through so many best friends over the years, and I don't talk to any of them. A lot of girls have used me for things. They've used me for connections. They've used me for my social media following. They've used me for all kinds of crazy things. A lot of friends of mine have hooked up with my boyfriends or ex-boyfriends or whatever it may be. And it's so sad. But again, like, that comes from someone that's not healed, which again, now I've made peace with all of that. It doesn't really matter. We attract people that we needed at that time. So it's like kind of beautiful. You can thank them for the memories and move on. You can thank them for all of these things and these photos and the good times that you had. The same with a relationship too. This goes for relationships as well. And you can move on with it and be at peace with it and not want to reopen that like can of worms, so to speak. Because I have had friends come back from the past. Now that I'm this, I guess, super spiritual person, I've always been spiritual, but super spiritual, I guess. I've been on this good energy vibe. So a lot of people have been coming back from my past. And it's kind of hard for me to decipher, like, do I let this person back into my life? Do I not? Am I a good person if I do or don't? And you just really have to go with your intuition and vibe. Do you want to go down that black hole and relive all of that trauma or pain that they put you through? For me, not really. I forgive them. I forgive myself. I thank them for the memories, but I don't really want to go back there. And again, there's, for me, social media has always been a weird thing. I have a lot of friends that, I don't want to say they pretend to be friends with me, but they don't really clap for me. They don't comment, they don't show their support for anything in my life. It if you feel that way and you feel there's like that jealous thing, it's because there is, which is so sad because again, everybody has their own insecurities. Like, you should not be jealous of your friends. You should not be envious of your friends. There should never even feel that energy or tension. If there is, like, you guys either talk about it or that's it. And I hate to say that I have a lot of friends like that I feel that way, that I feel like they're not really supportive. Or they'll come to you and talk drama about other people. Usually when they do that, that means they also talk about you. And that really is the reality. I don't really hang out with anyone anymore that really engages in drama or talking bad about people or, oh my God, I can't believe she did it. I'm past all that. I just don't, when someone says that, I kind of just look the other way, or I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to talk about this. It's because when they're doing that, they're engaging in that. And then it's like, again, it's like a vortex. It's like, then you're like sucked into the drama. The friends that I have now, it's always positive and uplifting things that we're talking about. Not saying that, of course, we can't, there's a difference between judging and talking crap and like generally observing someone's behavior. But, so I hate to say that there's so many girls out there, guys or friends, that I love them from afar, but I don't need them in my life anymore, if that makes sense. And that's what happens when you do grow, and not everybody is on the journey forever. And it's sad, and we've known each other for so long and we've had so many experiences. It's okay, we're growing and changing, and some people aren't at the same pace. So we align with different people for different reasons at different times. And I've had I always say this, I've had a lot of really good memories with a lot of really shitty people. I've realized a lot of the girls that I was friends with, we kind of were just partying all the time. We're drinking and going out and smoking and partying, and it's really all it was. Like, I have to really open my eyes and see they never really called to check in. They never texted. They don't show their support. They don't ask how I'm doing. It was kind of only when they needed something, when they wanted someone, or when they didn't have somebody, they would come to me. Yeah, I don't want to feel that way. If you feel that way, get rid of those people in your life. You have to make space for like better people. There's so many beautiful people out there waiting for a friend like you. And it feels so incredible because I really feel the love from my friends. And that's why at this time in my life, it's like, I'm not looking for that relationship or romantic partner. I'm actually getting the love from the friendships that I never had. I was always a girl that no one ever invited. I don't know if it was jealousy or what, or I'm weird, which I'm weird. I would always see friends doing stuff, going out, never would get invited, never. And then, I would get in my head, maybe they don't like me. Maybe they don't agree with what I do. Like I used to do nude modeling. I still do a little nude modeling. I don't know. And the reality is I ended up finding out that a lot of those people didn't like me. I found out from other friends that they really actually weren't my friend. They didn't agree with what I did. And it's sad that you can't come to the person and be open and honest. Me, I'm an open book. The second that something bothers me, I immediately say to a friend, like, hey, this made me feel this way. And now, like I said, I have the type of friends where we can openly talk about how we feel with each other. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you were feeling that way. Like, let's fix it and move forward. And that's the reality. You're either going to fight it out and be like, F you, we're done, you're a bitch, you're crazy, I don't want to be friends with you. Or you're going to have compassion and be like, I want this person in my life, let's make it better. And that's happened over the past few months with even some of my best friends, where it literally grew our bond even stronger. Like, the anxiety that I get when I fight with my friends, or when I feel like someone's mad at me, I panic. I don't like confrontation. I'm one of those, I'm a people pleaser, and that's something else we'll talk about in a different video, that I always wanted to make everybody happy. I always ran and jumped and did things for people, but there's only certain people that you should really do that for, and it's only people that you feel that genuine energy back. And that's what I'm saying. Me and my girlfriends, during this time, we've all been checking in with each other. We're doing FaceTime. We've been messaging, posting silly stuff to uplift each other. And it's so awesome. I got to hang out with a couple of my friends before, we're really quarantined. And it's just, the energy is so real and great. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just be your authentic self. There's so many beautiful people in the world that are praying for a friend like you. And again, I had those friends that it's like, I feel like I could only party with them. I feel like I could only do like daytime activities. it's cool to have friends that you can do everything with. And yes, some people are moms, some people are married, some people are dads, some people have kids, some people are divorced. Who cares? You can do different things with different people. It's not about just going out and getting messed up every night and drinking and partying. Because those people really, I don't want to say they're not your friends, but there's so much more to do than that. And once you step out of that, sometimes you realize, wow, I actually really don't like these people, because all we're doing is getting messed up together. You can go for nature walks and cook and watch movies and all these things that we used to do, like take for granted. And I miss all of that in college because I had that, which a lot of those friends, like I said, I'm not friends with anymore, unfortunately. We had our beautiful memories together, and then you move on from it. But when you are coming from a place of like love and compassion, you will really align with like beautiful people. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of my close friends right now, we already knew each other years ago, but it's like almost like I want to say the universe wasn't ready for us to be friends. It's like your friends are a magnet. You all should want to just be in this group and help each other grow and expand and give a thumbs up and clap for each other. And it's so beautiful when you have that. And it's like, I feel like I finally have that. It's so amazing. And after all this crap blows over, it's like there's so many fun things that we're trying to plan and do, and I just never had that. And again, it's partially my fault, where I really wasn't questioning the relationships. I wasn't setting healthy boundaries. I was just kind of like hanging out with people to hang out with people because I didn't want to be alone, or I was living in fear of, does this person like me? So that's what I'm saying, that now it's pretty easy for me to tell like who really is a good friend and who isn't. And a lot of people, as you awaken and you do grow and change and align with yourself, that'll piss a lot of people off. That'll piss a lot of your old friends off. And I've had a lot of girls they say they're happy for me, but I don't think they are. It's the people that watch all of your stories. They're the first person to look at anything, but they're never really clapping for you. Yeah, I don't want those people in my life anymore. I'm kind of done with those people, getting those people out, pushing those people out, making space for unconditional, unapologetic, selfless love. Because we all want that and need that, and we can all have that. And that's what I'm saying. I love those people from a distance. I pray for you. I hope you heal. But I don't want that back in my life. Yeah. I hope, finding good friends is really hard. You have to be a good friend. You have to be compassionate. And obviously people, your family are great friends. And, again, sometimes we're growing and changing every day. And there's so many people that I love from a distance, but I just see that it was just a tumultuous friendship, which is on my end too. Like I said, a lot of times we do things to people because we're coming from a place of where we need healing, and so we're projecting, our insecurities and our fears and our things onto them. And it's okay, and it happens, but we have to consciously be aware of it and decide to be better. And I feel like I've reconnected with a lot of friends that are waking up too, and it's really cool to see, and we're on that same vibe. Whereas maybe a couple years ago we weren't being good to each other, we weren't being good to ourselves. So this video was on friends. Sorry, it got really long, but yeah, I'm just blessed to have the people in my life, and we are all one at the end of the day. And right now I think everyone could use a friend, so check in on your friends, give them a call, FaceTime them, text them, do whatever to make them smile, just so they know that you're thinking about them, even from afar. A lot of my friends live in different states or different cities in Florida. We don't get to see each other a lot, but when we do, it's such a beautiful experience, because we really genuinely, we put down our phones and are really just bonding and hanging out and giving that person that love and attention that they need. So yeah, be a good friend. You got a friend in me. But yeah, this is about friends. Love you guys, and hope this was a little bit away from all the coronavirus crap. Just me being real about friends. Gonna talk about a lot of other stuff, trying to space my videos out. Love you guys. Lots of love and light. Stay safe during this time, and keep your vibes high, and keep your friends' vibes high. We all need friends right now. A lot of people are struggling with their mental health or, you know, their depression, anxiety, whatever it is. So right now we do really need to be in high vibes and keep your friends there too. Bye guys.